What if one of the most powerful foods for your health wasn't hidden in an expensive supplement, wasn't locked inside a trendy superfood powder, and wasn't discovered in some remote corner of the world? What if it was sitting right now in a grocery store just a few minutes from your home? For decades, scientists have searched for foods that support heart health, healthy aging, brain function, digestion, and weight management. Yet one surprisingly simple food keeps showing up in nutritional research: an apple. But not just any apple. A new generation apple that has quickly become one of America's fastest-growing favorites.
An apple so remarkably crisp, juicy, and naturally sweet that many people choose it over processed snacks. It's called the Cosmic Crisp. And what makes this apple special goes far beyond its flavor. In fact, some nutrition experts believe that simple daily habits built around nutrient-rich fruits may be one of the most overlooked secrets to long-term wellness. Today, we're uncovering the fascinating story behind the Cosmic Crisp apple, its surprising nutritional advantages, the science-backed benefits it may offer, and why so many health-conscious Americans are adding it to their daily routine. But before we get there,
there's one fascinating fact about this apple that almost nobody knows, and it starts with a project that took more than 20 years to complete. Welcome back. If you've ever walked through the produce section and noticed a dark red apple with tiny bright speckles that almost look like stars, you've probably seen a Cosmic Crisp. At first glance, it may seem like just another apple, but behind that beautiful skin lies one of the most ambitious fruit development projects in American agricultural history. The Cosmic Crisp was created to combine the best qualities consumers love: exceptional crunch, long-lasting freshness, natural sweetness balanced with refreshing tartness, and impressive nutritional value. But here's where things get interesting. Many people focus only on calories when choosing foods. What they often overlook is nutrient density. In other words, how many beneficial compounds can be packed in relatively few calories. And that's where fruits like Cosmic Crisp begin to shine. Throughout this video, we'll explore the potential ways this remarkable fruit may support you from head to toe, and some of the benefits may surprise you. First, let's travel back in time and discover how this apple came to exist.
the story of the Cosmic Crisp apple begins in Washington State, home to some of the most productive apple-growing regions on Earth. For decades, researchers searched for ways to improve the apple experience. Consumers wanted fruit that stayed fresh longer. Farmers wanted trees that produced high-quality harvests. Retailers wanted apples that traveled well. And nutrition-minded shoppers wanted wholesome foods that fit into a healthy lifestyle. Creating an entirely new apple variety isn't easy. It can take years, sometimes decades. Researchers carefully cross-pollinate different varieties and study thousands of trees. Most never make it to supermarket shelves.
The Cosmic Crisp emerged from a cross between two well-known apple varieties. One contributed outstanding sweetness. The other contributed texture and storage qualities. After years of evaluation, testing, and refinement, the result was something unique. A remarkably crisp apple with a balance of flavor that appealed to a wide range of consumers. Its name comes from the tiny white dots scattered across its deep red skin. They resemble stars shining in a night sky. Hence the name, Cosmic Crisp. But here's something even more interesting. While flavor helped make this apple famous, its nutritional profile may be one of its most valuable features.
Because every bite contains a mixture of fiber, water, vitamins, minerals, and naturally occurring plant compounds. And those compounds may influence multiple systems throughout the body. Which brings us to our first major health benefit. A benefit connected to the organ that works every second of every day: your heart.
Your heart beats more than 100,000 times every single day. Without rest, without vacation, without asking for attention, until something goes wrong. That's why many health professionals emphasize small daily habits rather than dramatic short-term changes. One reason apples have long been associated with heart health is their fiber content.
Fiber plays an important role in maintaining healthy cholesterol levels, part of an overall balanced diet. Cosmic Crisp apples also contain naturally occurring polyphenols. These plant compounds are being studied for their role in supporting cardiovascular wellness. Now, it's important to be realistic. No single food magically protects the heart, but foods rich in fiber and beneficial plant compounds can be valuable pieces of a healthy lifestyle. Think of it this way. Your heart doesn't care about one perfect meal. It responds to thousands of choices made over months and years, and replacing highly processed snacks with nutrient-rich fruit may be one of those choices.
But the heart isn't the only organ that benefits from smart nutrition. What happens when those same nutrients reach your brain? The answer may surprise you.
Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you were there? Most of us have. Brain health has become one of the biggest concerns for adults as they age. Researchers continue studying how diet influences cognitive wellness. And fruits rich in antioxidants often receive significant attention. Antioxidants help neutralize unstable molecules known as free radicals. Over time, excessive oxidative stress may affect cells throughout the body, including those in the brain. Cosmic Crisp apples contain naturally occurring antioxidant compounds found in many colorful fruits.
These compounds contribute to the apple's nutritional value and may support overall wellness when included in a healthy diet. What's especially interesting is that many of these beneficial compounds are concentrated near the skin, which means washing your apple thoroughly and enjoying it with the skin on may help you maximize its nutritional potential. And while we're talking about the brain, there's another area where Cosmic Crisp may quietly help: your energy levels. Not through caffeine, not through stimulants, but through something far more sustainable. Millions of Americans rely on coffee, energy drinks, and sugary snacks to get through the day. The problem?
Many of those solutions are temporary. A quick spike, followed by a crash. Fruit works differently. Cosmic Crisp apples provide naturally occurring carbohydrates, along with fiber and water. This combination may help create a more gradual source of energy compared with highly refined sugary snacks. Imagine two afternoon choices: a candy bar or a fresh Cosmic Crisp apple. One delivers intense sweetness and rapid digestion. The other provides hydration, fiber, and nutrients along with natural sugars. The difference isn't just how you feel in the next 10 minutes. It's how you feel an hour later.
Many people report that replacing processed snacks with fruit helps them feel more balanced throughout the day. And speaking of balance, one of the most overlooked health systems in the body is about to enter the spotlight: your digestive system. And what happens there affects far more than most people realize.
For years, digestive health was rarely discussed. Today, scientists increasingly recognize the importance of the gut, not just for digestion, but for overall wellness. Your digestive tract is home to trillions of microorganisms that interact with many aspects of health. One of the key nutrients that helps support digestive function is fiber, and apples are a well-known source. Fiber helps promote regular digestion and contributes to feelings of fullness after eating. Many Americans fall short of recommended daily fiber intake. That's why simple foods like apples can play a valuable role. But here's something fascinating. The story doesn't end in your stomach.
The health of your digestive system may influence energy, immune function, and even mood, which means every crunchy bite may be doing more behind the scenes than you realize. And in the next part of this video, we'll explore some of the most surprising benefits yet, including weight management, healthy aging, immune support, blood sugar awareness, skin health, and a simple daily habit that many people overlook when eating apples. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Let's talk about something millions of Americans struggle with every year: weight management. Not because people don't want to be healthy, but because many diets feel impossible to maintain.
Extreme restrictions, complicated rules, foods that leave you hungry an hour later. Eventually, many people give up, not because they lack discipline, but because hunger almost always wins. And that's where simple foods can make a surprising difference. One of the reasons apples have remained a favorite among nutrition experts is their combination of fiber and water. These two elements help create a feeling of fullness. In other words, you may feel satisfied with fewer calories than you would from many processed snacks. Think about it. When was the last time you accidentally ate 6 apples in one sitting? Probably never.
Yet countless people can consume hundreds of calories from chips, cookies, or sugary treats without feeling satisfied. The crunch of a cosmic crisp apple also plays a role. Researchers have long observed that foods requiring more chewing often create a greater sense of satiety. Your brain has time to recognize that you've eaten, your body has time to respond, and the experience feels more satisfying. At perhaps the most powerful lesson isn't about losing weight, it's about replacing. Instead of focusing on what you can't eat, focus on adding more foods that naturally support healthy habits. And when people begin making those small substitutions day after day,
something remarkable often happens. The scale isn't the only thing that changes. Energy improves. Confidence improves. And sometimes, even the mirror begins telling a different story. Because what happens inside the body eventually shows up on the outside. Which brings us to one of the most fascinating topics in modern wellness: aging.
What if aging isn't just about the number of birthdays you've celebrated? What if part of the story is happening inside your cells every single day? Scientists continue exploring the factors that influence healthy aging, and one concept appears again and again: oxidative stress. Throughout life, our bodies are exposed to normal wear and tear. It's a natural process. But diets rich in fruits and vegetables provide antioxidant compounds that help support the body's defense systems. This is one reason colorful produce has earned such a strong reputation among longevity researchers. Cosmic crisp apples contain naturally occurring polyphenols and antioxidants that contribute to their nutritional profile. No food can stop aging. Nothing can turn back time. But healthy aging isn't about stopping the clock. It's about helping your body function well as the years pass. Imagine reaching your 70s, still traveling, still exploring, still enjoying life, still able to do the things you love. That vision isn't built in a single day. It's built through thousands of daily choices. And surprisingly often, those choices begin with something as simple as what's on your plate. But longevity isn't just about living longer.
It's about staying healthy enough to enjoy those extra years. And one system plays a critical role in that mission: your immune system. Every day, your immune system performs countless tasks without asking for recognition. It works quietly in the background, identifying threats, responding to challenges, helping maintain balance. Nutrition plays an important role in supporting that process. While apples aren't a miracle immune booster, they do provide valuable nutrients and plant compounds that contribute to an overall healthy dietary pattern. The real power lies in consistency. One healthy meal won't transform your immune system overnight.
But years of nourishing choices can help support your body's natural defenses. Think of health like a savings account. Every nutritious meal is a small deposit. Every walk outside is another deposit. Every good night's sleep is another deposit. And eventually, those deposits begin to add up. But there's another benefit of Cosmic Crisp apples that often surprises people. It involves one of America's fastest growing health concerns: blood sugar awareness.
Here's a question. Why do so many people crave something sweet in the afternoon? The answer isn't simply lack of willpower. Our brains are naturally attracted to sweetness. The challenge is finding better sources. Cosmic Crisp apples deliver sweetness naturally. But unlike many processed desserts, they also come packaged with fiber, water, and beneficial nutrients. That's important because fiber influences how quickly carbohydrates are digested, and that changes the overall eating experience. Many nutrition professionals encourage pairing fruit with protein or healthy fats. For example, apple slices with peanut butter, apple slices with Greek yogurt,
Apple slices with a handful of nuts. These combinations can help create a more satisfying snack. And satisfaction matters, because the less deprived people feel, the more likely they are to maintain healthy habits over time. But here's a question many viewers never think about. If apples can support health from the inside, can they also influence how we look on the outside? The answer may surprise you. When people think about skincare, they usually think about creams, serums, lotions, treatments. But healthy skin begins much deeper. Your skin reflects many aspects of your lifestyle: hydration, nutrition, sleep, stress management, physical activity.
Cosmic Crisp apples contain water and beneficial plant compounds that contribute to a healthy dietary pattern. And while no food guarantees perfect skin, diets rich in fruits and vegetables are consistently associated with overall wellness. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is support, giving your body the nutrients it needs to do what it was designed to do. And speaking of hydration, there's something interesting about apples that many people underestimate. Most people focus on what's inside a sports drink. Few think about the water inside fresh fruit. Yet hydration may be one of the most overlooked wellness tools available. Here's a surprising fact. Many fruits contain significant amounts of water, and apples are no exception. While drinking water remains essential, water-rich foods can also contribute to daily hydration. Hydration influences energy, focus, physical performance, and overall comfort throughout the day. Sometimes people feel tired and assume they need more caffeine, yet the real issue may simply be that they're not adequately hydrated. Foods like Cosmic Crisp apples provide both water and nutrition in a convenient package, nature's version of grab-and-go fuel. And that's only the beginning, because in the next chapter, we're going to uncover some of the most fascinating facts yet, including the biggest mistakes people make when eating apples, the best time of day to eat them, whether the peel should ever be removed, the truth about apple myths that millions still believe, and several inspiring stories from people who transformed small daily habits into meaningful health improvements. What you're about to learn may completely change the way you look at apples forever. Let's start with a question. How much of what you believe about healthy eating is actually true? The nutrition world is filled with myths, some harmless, others surprisingly misleading. And apples have become the subject of many of them. Let's clear up a few. Myth number 1. Apples contain too much sugar. At first glance, that sounds reasonable. After all, apples taste sweet. But here's what many people miss. An apple isn't just sugar. It's a complete food. It contains fiber, water, vitamins, minerals, and plant compounds working together a lysis nature intended. That's very different from highly processed foods that deliver concentrated sugar without the same nutritional package. Myth number 2.
fruit causes weight gain. In reality, whole fruits are commonly included in healthy eating patterns around the world.
For many people, replacing processed snacks with fruit can actually support healthier eating habits. Myth number 3. The peel doesn't matter. This one may surprise you. Many beneficial compounds found in apples are concentrated near or within the skin. Removing the peel doesn't eliminate all nutritional value, but it may reduce some of the benefits. That's why many nutrition professionals encourage eating apples with the skin whenever possible. And there's one myth that may be the most important of all: the belief that healthy eating must be complicated. Sometimes the most powerful habits are also the simplest. But speaking of simplicity, many people unknowingly make mistakes that reduce the benefits they could be getting. Let's talk about those next.
Mistake number 1. Waiting for the perfect time to start eating healthier. Many people spend weeks researching diets, reading books, watching videos, comparing meal plans. Yet they never take action. The truth? Small habits consistently practiced often outperform perfect plans that never begin. Mistake number 2. Treating apple salam an afterthought. An apple sitting untouched in the refrigerator can't help anyone. The healthiest foods are the foods you actually eat. Some people intentionally place fruit in visible locations: on the kitchen counter, near their workspace, inside a lunch bag.
Small environmental changes can influence daily decisions more than we realize. Mistake number 3. Pairing healthy foods with unhealthy habits. Adding an apple to your day is great, but its benefits are amplified when combined with movement, sleep, hydration, and balanced nutrition. Health isn't built by one food, it's built by patterns. And that leads us to a question many viewers have probably been wondering. When is the best time to eat a Cosmic Crisp apple? Morning, afternoon, evening? The answer isn't as obvious as you might think. The best time to eat a healthy food is often the time you're most likely to eat it consistently.
But certain moments may offer unique advantages. In the morning, a Cosmic Crisp apple can be a refreshing addition to breakfast. Its natural sweetness may help satisfy cravings early in the day. In the afternoon, when energy tends to dip, an apple can serve as a convenient snack that feels lighter than many processed alternatives. Before physical activity, some people enjoy fruit as a source of quick, natural carbohydrates. After activity, pairing an apple with protein can create a satisfying recovery snack. The truth is, there isn't one magical time. Consistency matters more than timing. But there's another secret many health-conscious people have discovered. What you eat with your apple may matter almost as much as the apple itself. And some combinations are surprisingly effective.
Nature rarely works in isolation, and healthy eating doesn't have to either. One of the most popular combinations is apple slices with natural peanut butter. The sweetness of the apple pairs beautifully with the richness of the peanut butter. Another excellent option is apples with walnuts. Walnuts provide healthy fats. The apple provides crunch and freshness. Together, they create a satisfying snack experience. Greek yogurt and apples are another favorite. Creamy, refreshing, protein-rich, simple, delicious. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is creating combinations you genuinely enjoy. Because healthy habits that feel enjoyable are the habits most likely to last. And now, let's move beyond theory. Because stories often teach us more than statistics ever could. The next few minutes may feel surprisingly personal. Imagine a man named Michael, 52 years old. Busy career. Long hours. Constant stress. Every afternoon he reached for vending machine snacks.
candy bars, chips, sugary drinks. Nothing unusual. One day he made a simple decision. Instead of trying to overhaul his entire lifestyle overnight, he replaced one daily snack with a cosmic crisp apple. Just one.
He transformed because one simple habit created momentum, and momentum can be incredibly powerful. Now imagine Linda, 64 years old, approaching retirement, determined to stay active. She wasn't interested in extreme diets. She wanted something sustainable, something realistic, something she could enjoy for years. And that's often where lasting success is found. Finally, consider Jason, 37 years old, ambitious, driven, always busy. His schedule left little room for self-care. Meals happened in the car. Snacks came from convenience stores. Health was something he'd deal with later. Until one day he realized later had arrived. Not because of a crisis, but because he no longer felt his best. Jason started making small upgrades. Not dramatic changes, simple improvements. One healthier choice at a time. Fresh fruit became a regular part of his routine, including cosmic crisp apples. And while no single food changed everything, those daily choices helped him reconnect with the version of himself he wanted to become.
Because ultimately, health isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming more of who you already are. And in the final chapter of this documentary, we're going to bring everything together. We'll uncover practical strategies you can start using immediately, simple habits that fit real life, unexpected facts about longevity, and one final message that may change the way you think about health forever. As we enter the final chapter of this journey, it's worth asking a simple question. Why do some people successfully maintain healthy lifestyles for decades, while others struggle to stay consistent for just a few weeks?
The answer may have less to do with motivation than most people think. Motivation comes and goes. Life gets busy. Schedules change. Unexpected challenges appear. But habits stay. The healthiest people aren't the most disciplined, they're the most consistent. They build routines so simple that they become automatic. A short walk after dinner, a glass of water in the morning, a piece of fruit with lunch. Small actions, repeated thousands of times. And that's where the cosmic crisp apple fits into the bigger picture. Not a miracle, not a shortcut, but one small, enjoyable choice that can support a healthier lifestyle. Because extraordinary health is often built from ordinary actions repeated over time. And the most powerful changes usually begin much smaller than people expect. If you're wondering how to incorporate cosmic crisp apples into your daily routine, here are a few simple ideas. Morning. Slice an apple and pair it with oatmeal. The sweetness can complement breakfast naturally. Mid-morning. Enjoy a whole apple as a convenient snack between meals. Afternoon. Combine apple slices with peanut butter or a handful of nuts. This combination creates a satisfying balance of textures and flavors. Evening. Add diced apple to a fresh salad. The crunch can transform an ordinary meal into something more enjoyable. Notice something important. None of these ideas are complicated. No expensive equipment, no special recipes, no extreme restrictions. Just simple ways to include nutrient-rich foods in everyday life. And often, simplicity is what makes healthy habits sustainable. But here's something fascinating. When researchers study communities known for longevity, they repeatedly discover a common theme. The healthiest lifestyles are often built around simple, whole foods. Not complicated formulas, not miracle products, just consistent habits practiced over many years. Around the world, there are regions where people regularly live long, active lives. Researchers have spent decades trying to understand why. The answers are rarely dramatic. These communities often share similar characteristics.
Regular movement, strong social connections, purpose, balanced eating patterns, and frequent consumption of whole foods. What's striking is what researchers don't usually find. They don't find a magic ingredient. They don't find a secret supplement. They don't find one miraculous food that explains everything. Instead, they find patterns. Patterns repeated year after year. And fruits often play a meaningful role within those patterns. Cosmic Crisp apples represent something larger than a snack. They represent a return to simplicity. A reminder that health doesn't always require complexity. Sometimes the best choices are the ones nature has already provided.
And yet, there's one final lesson many people overlook. A lesson that may be more important than nutrition itself.
At the beginning of this video, we asked a question. Could something as simple, an apple, contribute to a healthier life? By now, you know the answer is more nuanced. No single food determines your future. No apple can replace exercise. No fruit can replace sleep. No snack can replace a balanced lifestyle. But that's not the point. The point is that every healthy choice matters. Every nutritious meal matters. Every walk matters. Every hour of quality sleep matters. And every time you choose a wholesome food over a highly processed alternative, you're casting a vote for the future version of yourself. The version that wants more energy, more vitality, more years spent doing the things you love. Health isn't built through perfection. It's built through direction, the direction of your daily choices. And perhaps that's the most empowering lesson of all. You don't need to change everything today. You only need to take the next step, and then another, and another, until those small steps become a healthier life. The story of the Cosmic Crisp apple is ultimately about more than fruit. It's a story about choices, about the quiet decisions we make every day, the decisions that seem insignificant in the moment, but become powerful when repeated over time. A healthier snack, a morning walk, a glass of water.
A better night's sleep. A commitment to care for the body that carries you through life. Years from now, you probably won't remember the exact day you ate a particular apple. But you may remember the moment you decided to take your health more seriously. The moment you realized wellness isn't something you find. It's something you build. One choice at a time, one meal at a time, one day at a time. And maybe that's why the Cosmic Crisp feels like such a fitting name. Because just like the stars scattered across the night sky, the small actions we take today may seem tiny on their own. But together, they create something remarkable. Thank you for spending this time with us.
If you found this documentary valuable, share it with someone who cares about healthy living. Leave a comment below and tell us, how often do you eat apples and what's your favorite way to enjoy them? And remember, your future health is being shaped by the choices you make today. Choose wisely. Stay curious. Stay healthy. And we'll see you in the next journey toward a longer, stronger, healthier life.